Ezekiel 35:5. Because that has had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Okay.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
And the Lord's coming back to bring the sword, man. Okay? He's coming back to bring it. Did not Yahweh Shai say that, man? I came not to bring peace but a sword.
Okay.
That's why he's coming back with the sword, man. Because he's in the heavens, and the scriptures tell you he's angry with the wicked every day.
Right.
You still remember what happened 2 days ago.
God really said, I like Jesus, he's a nice guy. He ain't gonna be
We'll
nice
see,
to see next time.
Yeah, when you see how he's coming, we'll see how nice he is.
Yeah, Jesus is a nice guy. Yahweh Shai
Right.
ain't no nice guy, man.
He actually took them whips.
Yeah.
You know, that beat. He actually took that beat.
Yep.
How was it on that last one? Verse 9, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know I am the Lord.
Yeah, your cities won't return, man. Okay? You won't have like these cities here in Babylon. You know? Everything is modeled after what he likes. Sky rises, you know, these buildings which are it helps remind him of the cave that he lived in. They're just holes in the rocks, clefts of the rocks, man. And he likes to live high, like the scriptures tell you about him. Well, when America is destroyed, he won't have no city. All right? Hey, America is that great city. And Esau, like the brother Yashawam and the brothers in Dallas went into how mystery Babylon is America and Esau controls it. Mystery Babylon is also Edom. This is like Mount Seir right here, man.
Yeah, all the caves. Look at all them caves.
These are caves right here, man.
That's what in the cave. Same as a mountain.
You know what I mean? Straight up, man. This is his inheritance. He took it from Gad,
Okay.
and he made it his own. And he established a town with blood. It says he covered fields. He take them by violence. That's how he gets his cities. So the Lord got to take out this man's whole empire, man.
I got a couple precepts.
Come.
Habakkuk 2 and 9, it says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Yep.
I keep reading. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and thou hast sinned against thy soul.
Yep.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity.
Come. And that's plain, man. Esau, man. That's how he established this great city, man. Through rape, rob, murder, deceit.
Okay.
Okay. Then he brought his witchcraft over here and got these people bugged out their damn minds, man. Okay. That's what's going down. Got a free way.
It's Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Con. Yeah, and that's Esau, man.
The bloody city represents Esau, right? And the prey is you jakes that can't leave. Y'all can't leave. You know?
It says the part
Good
is
lying,
not.
boss. You know? And like you said, if you try to leave, you gotta work still. You still gotta
But if we leave, where are we gonna go where Esau's not ruling? Where Esau's not ruling?
And Jake keeps talking about going back to Africa.
They don't want
Africa is colonized by Esau.
Right.
As soon as you go over there, is Islam, the same Islamic Christianity that's over here, man.
Yeah. Just black ass people over there all day, that don't like you either. You think you feel better around them Africans, man? They remember they hate you. That they were our first enemies coming out of Egypt.
And in the diamond industry down there in Africa, who runs that? The Oppenheimers?
The beards.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So hey, he builds towns he established towns by iniquity, man. You know?
Yeah, hold on. This is Jude 1:5. It says 1:7. Yeah, 1:7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And that's what's going to happen to America. When you were talking about that they will not rise, the city won't rise up anymore.
Yeah,
just like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, it's never to return. Okay, this is it, man. Once this place go down, that's it for Esau, man. Okay. He didn't. Where's that in Job where it says he can't go past the boundaries that's determined for him or something to that.
Bounds that he cannot pass.
Can't.
Yeah.
You know. After that, that's it, man. And when this place gets destroyed, no man's gonna come back and try to rebuild it. Come back and try to do reconstruction on it. And none of that gonna happen, man. Okay, it's gonna be left just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, man. This place ain't gonna be able to yield nothing for you to live here. The Lord's gonna make it impossible for man to live on this continent, man. Somebody get?
I got something.
You got something?
Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
Yeah, exactly. So the Lord's going to even use his vengeance through us to get back at this devil, man. And the scriptures tell you how we're known as his battle axe and weapons of war. He's going to use us to take this devil out. Matter of fact, when Yahweh Shai comes back, that's why the scriptures tell you how it's going to be blessed to be partakers of the first resurrection, because when Yahweh Shai comes back to take the kingdom, his elect is going to be with him. And in that process, he's going to be going around just demolishing shit, man. He's going to use the angels to get busy on Esau's military. He's going to fuck NATO up. But when we go around and we get the Rothschilds and put them in chains and go get the Rockefellers, go get the elites that's going to survive, we going to go around and we going to fucking motherfuckers up, man. We're going to be taking their women, it's going to be war, man. That's how it's going to be done, man. Matter of fact, get Micah 4 and 13. Because how else are we going to be able to get all those riches into the gates of Jerusalem? We got to go and fuck these nations up and take back what really belonged to us. We got to go and get that back. Okay? And they're going to willfully, when they see our power, they're going to willfully be bringing that substance into our city, man. And they're going to have no choice but to bow down to us. Micah 4 and 13.
Micah 4 and 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make
Matter of fact, start up a few verses. Start up like maybe 10.
Micah 4 and 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon.
And that's what happened. The Lord, we fulfilled. Basically, we at the end of the curses right now, and this was supposed to be our last captivity when the Lord basically cast us out of Jerusalem in 70 AD, and we were scattered into the four corners of the earth. We fell away. It was a falling away. Then, it was meant for Esau to come back into rulership during the Renaissance period. Then he came back and ruled. That was basically the beast that was it was dead. This deadly wound was healed.
Yeah.
So basically, he came back into power, and that's him ruling right now. Well, we came over here to Babylon, man, and he controls Babylon. So we were brought here to Babylon, all right, to serve what? Our punishment. After that happens, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to come and deliver us from Babylon, from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he driven us.
Right.
Okay, the four corners of the earth. Okay, and right before the Lord deliver us, it's going to be a period called what? Jacob's trouble.
Right.
Where it's going to be straight up tribulation, where this devil is going to come down on us, man. He's going to be persecuting us. He's going to be trying to torture brothers. Okay, he's going to be putting Jake in concentration camps, smoking Jake in the middle of the streets. It's going to get crazy out here, man. All that got to happen before the Lord raises us up and we go back and we take the kingdom, man. That's when the Lord's going to appear with the host of heaven, and he's going to raise the brothers that died in the Lord up, and he's going to give us those glorified bodies.
Yeah.
And that's when we're going to have what? Those that extraterrestrial, and we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, man.
Right.
The moment that happens, man,
Open season.
open season, man. Thy hand shall be on the necks of thine enemies, man.
Right.
We're going to try in your ass. We're going to dance in the blood of the wicked, man.
We're going to rejoice in the name of Yahweh Shai as we moonwalk all over your skull and your blood and your women and your everything.
Come on.
Huh?
Go ahead, huh?
Then the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
And that's when the Lord's going to redeem us, man. And the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 19 that we're gonna be basically crying unto the Lord, which that's what we're doing. All the brothers that's out there signing, crying for all the wickedness that's being done, calling out this devil's wickedness and his oppression, man. That's the brothers that sign and crying, man. And all the brothers that got the mark of exemption, they're gonna be delivered. They're not gonna be destroyed when all hell breaks loose, man. Read that part again.
There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
So from Babylon, that's where the deliverance is going to be. That's going to be like the second Exodus, man.
Right.
When you read Jeremiah 16 and 14, where it tells you it shall not be said that the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought the children out of the land of the north. That's Babylon.
Yep.
We in North America.
Yep. This captivity.
We were brought here on slave ships, all right, which we were brought here to the great city, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. So we were brought to Egypt, okay?
Right back into Egypt again, like the scripture.
With ships.
Yep. With ships. Yep.
And we went through all the shit that we went through here, man. Okay? And we faced what we faced at the hands of the so-called white man and the other nations here in Babylon. Mm-hmm. The nations ruling over us, making a killing off of us, keeping us dumbed down, poisoning us, man. Keeping us in these dumbed down, bugged out, satanic religions and philosophies, man. know? We have to endure all that here, man. But Yahweh Shai is our Redeemer. And he's getting ready to deliver us from this last captivity.
Right.
When that deliverance happens, that's when we gonna get busy on this devil, man. That's when we're gonna take the kingdom. All we waiting on is for Yahweh Shai to come back.
Right.
And that's when we gonna take the kingdom from this damn devil, man. This goddamn pedophile, man. No, he gonna keep reading all the way down to the end.
I got
Verse 11.
You got a quick read? All right, get your
Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom for even forever, ever, for even forever and ever.
Yeah, man. And when you take something, you don't just
Ask.
no. You gonna go and take it, man.
I know.
Yeah.
You know?
You gonna go and seize it, man. You about to snatch it up. You about to, you know. You gonna take it with force, man. Every kingdom that fell, it had the king that rose up was the successor. Every king that falls has a successor, man.
The power wasn't just translated over. No, it was
taken.
taken. Yeah. And all his spoils, the captives, usually the children of Israel.
Once he kills you, it gets translated to his possession.
Yeah. Done by force, though.
So that's exactly what Yahweh Shai is actually gonna do. And Jake is a fucking cuck, man.
Yeah. I'm trying not to.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Jake is a fucking cuck, man. Niggas ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna be partakers of this. With the brothers getting ready to read, man. When we go and take the kingdom, we ain't gonna have no cucks with us, man.
Oh.
All right? They gonna get destroyed here in Babylon, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 11.
Got your woman walking around like a fucking slut bag, man.
You like it.
Like a stripper, man. Like
Yeah.
a straight hoe.
Straight up slut, man. Go ahead, bro.
Now also many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled and let our eye look upon Zion.
In other words, let's suffer them to not be put in those graves, man. All right, don't let the moisture get to them, because they can easily come back. Let's keep them poised with plantation Christianity. Let's send out clowns like Vocab and James White. Okay, let's send them little agents to keep Jake suppressed and docile. Okay. You know?
Let's push that new flat earth
man.
thing, bring that back in. That was something that could really catch on.
Let's keep making sure the music that's being pushed out on Jake, because Jake is easily influenced through music.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that music gets more and more degenerate, man.
Yeah.
More demonic. So you can keep these niggas on a low vibration so they can continue to be sinners against their higher power, man. That goes back to where it says, woe to you that puttest the bottle to thy neighbor and make of them make them drink so they be so you can basically see their nakedness, man.
Yeah.
You know, these nations they keep us like that, man, on purpose.
That's why they got movies like Black Panther out,
Come on.
keeping us naked.
Yep.
Hey, and you stupid ass, they made that movie perfectly just to measure if you guys were still indoctrinated, because it should have been an outrage about it. Man, how come it can't be, Israelites? How come it gotta be in Africa? Well, they had an argument because that's the story, but you niggas went out like it was you.
Yeah.
Like you really from like Wakandan citizens and shit.
I got to read real quick. You just kind of paraphrase. Habakkuk 3 and 15. No, Salat. 2 and 15. Woe unto them that giveth his neighbor drink and putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, and that's what keeps Esau, puffed up, because he know that you Jakes, as long as he's pushing them lies to you, you're gonna always be lost, man. Okay. And man, Esau gets off on seeing how simple you niggas are, man. In America, man. It tells you that he transgressive by wine, therefore he's a proud man. So he's putting that wine to you and making sure that you're naked. When you're naked, that means you without truth.
Yeah.
You without this knowledge, man. He wants to make sure you don't have the truth.
That means you're
That you
born.
don't know who you are, man. You want to keep you asleep, keep you dead, man. Keep you in the congregation of the dead, man. Okay, that's his whole goal. That's why guys like Vocab and them are set up, man.
Yeah.
And you got stupid ass niggas making parody videos with him, mocking the prophets of the Lord. You know, them niggas are totally drunken, man, with that plantation Christianity, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And Esau sets them up and gives them what is it? Damn, what's the word? I don't know. He gives them like
Benefits.
benefits. Yeah, you know, gives them money, you know, stuff to keep them going.
Position, yeah.
Yeah, gives them, you know, puts them in position, or you know, holds them in a higher, you know, make them be held in a higher status than, you know, than they really are. Make them think they somebody.
Can't give them a position.
Come.
Yeah, Jake is he's a homeborn slave, man. Now go back, bro. Salaki.
Micah 4:12. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor.
Yeah. He's gonna gather them like the sheaves into the floor, man. Okay, the Lord, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and shall have them in derision, man. Psalms the 2nd chapter. And then it said right after that, you know, about the heathen. You know, ask of me, and I shall give thee thy heathen
For the inheritance.
as an inheritance. I shall beat them with a matter of fact, get it. And that actually precepts with what
I
the
got
brothers getting ready to read,
I got
man.
it. You want me to start at 8 or you want me to start at
Con.
Psalms chapter 2 verse 8? It says, ask me.
Really, that whole chapter kind of goes into it.
It's only
Because they don't understand the counsel of the Lord. They think that, you know, like after, you know, between Putin and the U.S., these other nations like, well, shit, in the midst of this war, man, we believe we got next. No, y'all don't know that with the counsel of the Lord, man.
right.
You might as well read this.
Yeah, we'll start at the top. Yeah.
Start at the top.
Come. Psalm chapter 2.
Especially Moab ass, man.
Yep.
Scriptures goes in on you too.
Position, yeah.
Yeah. The pride of Moab, man.
Psalm 2 it says,
Why vision having that?
why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Yep.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Yep.
The Lord Yahweh shall have them in derision.
Yep.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
And you know how that when the Most High speaks, don't just think that you just gonna hear a voice out of the sky.
Right.
And then
He speaks with action.
Yeah, no. The Lord speaks with fuel
Power,
of fire, with
yeah.
power, man, with destruction, man.
Yeah.
That's how he speaks, man. When the Lord spoke to Israel, they scattered, man.
Yeah.
Literally, man.
They said the ground cracked.
Yeah, you know, thunder and
lightning.
lightning, man.
All the word shit, right?
Come on.
Verse 6, it says, yet have I set my king upon my holy mountain of Zion.
Yep.
I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh has said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. You gonna say that to Yahweh Shai?
Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
And that's that's our Lord who's coming to take the kingdom, man. And all the glory, the dominion, you know, everything is gonna be given to him.
Yep.
He's coming back to take them crowns, man.
Right.
Because he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 8, it says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance,
Yeah.
and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Come.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. That's not nice.
No.
It says, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord Yahweh with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
So basically, you nations, you're going to have to serve Yahweh Shai, and you're going to have to serve us. All right? You're going to have to serve us, man. You're going to have to fear us. You're going to have to fear the Lord. You're going to have to keep the law, statutes, commandments. It tells you that in Isaiah the 2nd chapter, man. You're going to keep our holy days. Or you're going to learn to obey the Sabbath, keep it holy. You're going to have to do all that, man. All right? But first, we're going to have to beat it into you first, man.
That's right.
So go back to that in Micah, bro.
Micah 4:13.
Come.
Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass.
Yep.
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord.
He's gonna consecrate their gain unto the Lord. That's how the kings of those nations, they're gonna be bringing in, the gold and the silver and the precious jewels into Jerusalem, because all the nations are gonna be subdued by Yahweh Shai. When King David was able to subdue the nations, how you think King Solomon had all those riches? How you think the land was so plush and so rich? That was because King David, he went and took down the nations and took their substance and brought it to Jerusalem, including the Ark of the Covenant, man. Matter of fact, get that, bro. Go to, I think it's in 2 Samuel, the 8th chapter.
Yeah.
And King David, he had to do what he had to do. He actually shed so much blood that he couldn't even build the temple. But it was necessary because it opened up doors for King Solomon to have a peaceful kingdom and to flourish with unlimited wealth. King David literally had to go through all those wars and take out the kings of those nations just so the kingdom, man, the 40 years of peace in the kingdom of Solomon.
What point did you want out of that?
2 Samuel 8.
Yeah. What did you want?
About how all the nations were subdued by him.
Okay.
And it said that he came with great like precious jewels or gold. I know it's in 2 Samuel, like the 8th chapter.
Verse 9.
In 2 Samuel chapter 8, verse 9. When Toi king
The main point is in 11.
of Hamath heard that David had smitten all the hosts of Hadarezer. Then Toi sent Joram his son unto King David to salute him and to bless him.
And really this whole chapter goes into how King David was subduing all these nations by taking out all their armies. And when he took out their armies, he would put garrisons in their towns, and then their citizens become tributaries to Israel, man.
That's where Esau learned it from.
Yeah, they become his servants after their
embassies.
kings get taken down.
They call them embassies, right?
So hey, when Yahweh Shai comes back, you don't think he's gonna do the same?
Right. So don't say that.
Go ahead.
Then Toi sent Joram his son unto David, under King David, to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and smitten him. For Hadadezer had wars with Toi, and Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass.
Read that again.
13.
Yeah.
In Joram.
Okay. And Joram brought with him vessels of silver, vessels of gold, and vessels of brass.
So they were consecrating jewels basically to the Lord. Okay, because where you think King David was bringing those jewels to? He was bringing it to the temple, man. Dedicating it to Yahweh, man. All right, keep going, bro. And notice how when he was defeating them, they was willfully bringing gold and
Mercy.
It was bringing it, just bringing shit, man. Tributary, man. That's what the nations, when they see us in our power, they gonna fear and they gonna be like, hey, we got some gold bars for y'all. You know, y'all the people of the Lord, so we got the menorahs.
We had this temple built up and we just took all the gold down and just brought it out to you. Just whatever. All that we gonna want. We want all that.
We had these emeralds, you know, we found this, and you know, like, hey, man, they gonna be bringing all that, man.
Yeah,
They know.
They gonna make their own selves. They gonna be like in pleasure to serve us, man. You know, they gonna feel good serving us.
Hell yeah.
Because they know if we find those jewels and precious jewels and they didn't bring them forth, that's their ass. But you was hiding this? You know? All right, verse 11. Which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord with the silver and gold that he had dedicated of all nations which he subdued.
Yeah, from all the nations which he subdued, meaning he put them in subjection, man. He defeated them and put them in slavery, man. Okay? So when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's coming back to make war with the nations so he could take back what's rightfully his, man. That's how the kingdom is gonna get set up and established. Okay? He gonna come and take the kingdom.
Right.
We gonna take the spoils of war, man. Get the law on that. Was that Deuteronomy the 20th chapter? It talks about the spoils of war, man. Like them fucking Saudi princes, y'all know, man. Them billionaires over there. They got it real fucking good over there, man. Over there in Dubai and you know them little Ishmaelite countries over there. Them Saudi princes, they live real good, man. They got the Saudi gold, you know. They got
They got that 23 karat, 24 karat.
20, the 22, 20
Top notch.
carat, man. All right. And then you had one silly ass Ishmaelite. She basically broke away from Dubai because she wanted to live like the rest of the women of the nations, man. And she's a fugitive. Because if she go back to Dubai, they might, you know, lob her damn head off. But you running from your father, who's a ruler. This guy's worth billions of dollars, but you want to run over here in America because you want to be a damn slut. Well, hey, you ran to the wrong place. Because you ain't gonna make it out of here, man. You know, you could have just stayed where you at and just became a concubine. Brothers would have came and rescued you, but you would have just been under the same oppression that it's not really oppression, but you know, the same power. Because Ishmael, you know, he has a ruling class mentality, man. You know, they know women are meant to serve men over there. But now they learning from the damn Edomite women over here in America that, you know, women are equal with the men and, you know, they should have their rights to be sluts and hoes and do what the hell they want to do. Be equal with the man or over the man, you know. They learning from this devil, man. That's part of them tasting of the wine of Babylon, man.
What was the line they wanted out of there?
The spoils of war.
Spoils of war.
Oh yeah.
Deuteronomy 20.
Yeah, it's up.
Like maybe around 15.
Yeah. It's start at
when you go
14.
basically when you go and take a city.
Yeah, 14.
Deuteronomy chapter 20,
Start at 13.
verse 13. And when the Lord thy power hath delivered it into thy hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
And go and kill up all the men.
Yep. That line is over now.
But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoils thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thy enemies, which the Lord thy power hath given thee.
You eat the spoil of your enemies. All right, that's why it says in you know, we're gonna make the enemies we just read it in Psalms the 2nd chapter, man. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the
Heathen for an inheritance.
For an inheritance, man. We gonna literally possess the nations, man.
And that devil Trump, he said, like last year, sometime he said that isn't the victor supposed to get the spoils?
Yep.
So, and that's exactly
never get 'em.
and that's exactly what we're gonna do.
America never gets them. So
Yeah.
that's why it's like, man, we are still, our economy fucked up, but we dropping bombs everywhere. What's going on here?
Yeah, man.
Verse 15. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations.
And really, this was going into how we was gonna take the land of Canaan.
Yep.
Okay, but the Canaanites, they're not our only enemies.
Yep.
All these nations are our enemies, man. And Esau's public enemy, number uno, man. All right. Go ahead.
But this,
So that means what? When we go for it, every Edomite here in America, they just gonna get destroyed. We ain't talking about the Edomites here. They gonna get ate up by those nuclear warheads. But the Edomites in them other countries,
Yep.
we gonna round them up. We gonna kill them. Any of them that try to fight, we gonna break them in pieces.
They're over there.
Okay, if they over there, we gonna take them, man. They at least they gonna be trying to hide in the bunkers over there.
try to hide in mountains.
Mountains, yeah, they gonna do all that shit.
They're gonna
man.
try to go up to the space.
Yeah.
The atmosphere escaping it, yeah.
They got underground water cities they living in. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna take them out of all of that, man.
And you know they gonna have all that, all the riches and stuff. That they gonna have it down there with them.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to come up with it. Yeah. They're gonna resurface with all the jewels and copper, gold. You know, they gonna try to keep. That's how.
They're trying to stack and store and transport all those riches, all those substances that they got. They trying to basically, because they know doom is coming, so they're actually sending it down there and storing them down there in those bunkers, man.
Because they
think they're gonna live under there for a certain period of time, and then when it all
5 years or
goes
whatever.
away or whatever, they're gonna come back on the earth and just have the world, you know.
Literally when the smoke.
literally when the smoke clears.
Literally when the smoke clears, you know.
They didn't think nobody was gonna fly over here and come check.
They're gonna have one of those things they have on the submarine. They're gonna look and see.
Yeah, telescope, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's clear.
Periscope.
Periscope, kind of, yeah.
Yep.
All right. But of the city, okay, yeah.
That's pretty much it, right?
No, keep going.
Okay, verse 16. But of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy power
Yeah, no name.
doth give thee for an inheritance, thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. But thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites and the Amorites
That's
and the
going
Canaanites
Yep, that's
and
going to Ham.
and the Pezerites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and the Lord thy power hath commanded thee.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. And that was a commandment.
Yeah.
That was a commandment,
Yeah.
man. They be trying to water down the scriptures, man, in Christianity. What book are they reading, man? What Bible are y'all reading, man?
They're reading
NIV.
Eastern
they got
Standard.
some more
others.
Yeah,
They
right.
got
That's the
some
one that
more
say
watered down shit
we
that
offered ourselves as slaves.
And we offered ourselves for slavery, and no one bought us. Yeah, right. And why were we working then?
I'm gonna do a lesson on that, man. I'm gonna do a lesson on that, man. It's complete foolishness.
Is that it on that? That's
that
Psalm
was-
109, Bible from Shaw.
Con,
That's a good one to.
Psalms 109, verse 1.
Keep going, keep going.
Hold not thy peace, O power
We finna wrap it up.
of my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. For my love, they are my adversaries, and I give myself unto prayer. And they have rewarded me evil for good, and hatred for my love. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand.
Damn, it's talking about Esau. He said, set a wicked man before me and let Satan be at his right hand. Damn.
Where you at?
109:6. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan at his right hand. Stand at his right hand.
You can apply this to Esau, but he's actually prophesying about Judas Iscariot. When you read further down, read a few next verses.
When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin.
Go ahead.
Let his days be few, and let another take his office.
Let another take his office. Judas got replaced with Matthias.
Matthias,
You know, so really this is talking about Judas Iscariot, but the beauty of the Most High's wisdom, man, is a lot of stuff is twofold, man. Because he could be talking about a specific man, but he could be